Regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Throwing right away is Winston. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one. Ready.
They go play action. Winston. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right? Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They run it again with Kamara. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Play action. It's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson. Up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably you should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to a controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they're playing a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in, so they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all the way when you get to game day in a foreign place.
Jared Davis collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Gone. Funches has it complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's gone. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jamison Williams
From 40 yards out.
and the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action now, Winston. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Winston. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Back deep is DJ Chark. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Lions will take over.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Open man right side is St. Brown.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Gone.
Ross St. Brown, 28 yards. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Play fake. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Off the play fake. Winston.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Winston.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the... seconds to go here in half number one.
Second down at 5.
Now Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To the air again. Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Alvin Ross St. Brown.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Patterson now for the extra point.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here, Winston. And this is incomplete. So we come upon halftime.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception, taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL... That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, Winston.
Yeah, that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. From the gun, here's Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Ooh, the juke.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Nifty footwork at the 45. And he gets this one to midfield before he's run down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing again is Goff. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Swift.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jason Kabinda
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ballgame.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Goff. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here's Swift.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Jameis now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 29, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. There's the stiff arm.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, Kamara. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
But look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Winston to throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And their fan base at this point has to be thinking, is this finally the year we once again taste success in the playoffs? They're not there yet, but it's looking promising here in this fourth quarter. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Play action now. Winston.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And some room to run now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
125 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. First down, and they go with Swift again.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.